Folks, here's the truth she won't say out loud. She wants you to do certain things, and she will never ask for them. Most men miss that signal. They try to be nice, agreeable, and endlessly available. They talk more, joke more, text more, and somehow get less. You have felt it. The date goes fine, the energy is friendly, and then she cools off for no clear reason. You are left guessing, searching for the perfect line, hoping effort will fix what presence could have solved. I am here to wake you up, not to comfort you. Tonight we are going to pull the curtain on 7 moves women secretly want from a grounded man. No gimmicks, no manipulation, just psychology, timing, and calm leadership. When you learn how to tease without being cruel, say no without raising your voice, hold silence without panic, and bring a controlled dark edge without losing respect, the dynamic flips. Her mind chases, her body relaxes, her trust starts to build. You will leave with simple phrases, clear boundaries, and real-world examples you can use immediately. If you are a man who prefers dignity over drama and results over excuses, you are in the right place. Pay close attention, because the last move is the one she will never admit and never forget. No fluff, only field tested. Let's get into it. Number 1. The dominance she craves but will never admit. Let's be clear, every woman, no matter how strong, independent, or outspoken she is, craves a certain kind of dominance from a man. Not control, not intimidation, but calm, grounded leadership, the kind that makes her exhale. The kind that says without words, you can relax. I've got this. Most men today misunderstand dominance. They think it's about being louder, tougher, or in charge all the time. But that's not power, that's insecurity wearing a costume. Real dominance isn't about force, it's about presence. It's how you carry yourself, how you make decisions, how you hold eye contact without flinching. It's quiet confidence, not constant instruction. Take Eric, 45, from Dallas. Divorced 5 years. Successful, smart. But when it came to dating, he overcompensated. He wanted to prove he was a good guy, so he asked for too many opinions, apologized too often, and tried too hard to keep things equal. On his 3rd date with Sarah, 42, she asked, "So what do you want to do tonight?" He replied, "Whatever you want." Sounds polite, right? But she sighed. That's not what she wanted to hear. On the next date, he decided to try something different. When she asked again, he smiled and said, "We're going to that new place downtown. I've already got a table." He didn't ask for approval, he made a decision. Her response? She laughed and said finally, "That's the thing women don't want to lead all the time. They lead at work, in their families, in their daily chaos. What they secretly want from a man is the freedom to let go. But they can only relax when they trust your steadiness." Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A man's worth is measured by the things he can control." And that's the essence of this kind of dominance, controlling yourself. Your tone, your patience, your choices. When you lead from composure, not ego, she feels safe in your presence. The truth is, dominance isn't about power over her, it's about power within yourself. It's the difference between saying, "Do this," and saying, "Follow me." The first commands, the second inspires. Women feel that difference instinctively. Eric told me later, "Once I stopped asking for permission and started trusting my decisions, everything changed." She started leaning in more, not because I demanded it, but because I earned it. This kind of dominance is about direction. You're not controlling her, you're providing clarity. You're the anchor in a world that constantly pulls her in every direction. That's why she'll test you, not because she wants to fight, but because she wants to feel your strength hold steady when the emotional waves rise. Seneca said, "The greatest empire is to be master of oneself." That's what she's responding to, the man who doesn't get rattled, who moves with intent, who doesn't need her approval to feel grounded. That's the kind of man she can respect. So the next time she says, "I don't know what to do," don't throw the decision back at her. Step in with calm authority. Take charge of the small things, choosing the restaurant, leading the conversation, making the first move. It's not dominance over her, it's leadership beside her. And when you do that consistently, not with arrogance but with composure, something shifts. She stops testing, she stops resisting, and for the first time she lets herself trust you. If you've ever noticed a woman soften when you took the lead type, I've seen this. Stay with me because the next one will show you how playful teasing can create the same pull without saying a single serious word. Number 2. The teasing that makes her melt. Most men think teasing is childish or risky. They're afraid it'll make her mad or turn her off. But here's the truth. Teasing, when done right, isn't about mocking her. It's about showing confidence through play. It's a dance between comfort and tension, between seriousness and spark. And that's exactly what melts her defenses. You see, attraction isn't built in serious conversations, it's built in emotional contrast. When you can make her laugh, challenge her a little, and still stay calm and composed, she feels something deeper than amusement. She feels chemistry. It tells her you're not intimidated by her. You're not walking on eggshells trying to impress. You're grounded enough to play. Teasing in its pure form is emotional leadership. It's the masculine energy saying, relax, we're not in a courtroom. It flips her from overthinking to feeling. That's why it works, because women live in emotion, and teasing stirs emotion in a safe, light-hearted way. Now here's what most men get wrong. They use teasing as a weapon to put her down or to prove dominance. That's insecurity. Real teasing comes from warmth and self-control. It's playful confidence, the kind that says, I like you, but I'm not trying to win you. That small difference changes everything. Marcus Aurelius said, the best revenge is not to be like your enemy. In relationships, the same truth applies. Don't mirror her sarcasm or emotional walls. Lead with calm energy. If she's defensive, your teasing shouldn't attack, it should invite. You're not trying to beat her, you're trying to disarm her through lightness. When you tease her gently, maybe about how she orders the same drink every time, or how she swears she's not competitive right before trying to beat you at something, you're not making fun of her. You're reminding her that not every moment has to be serious. That's where attraction lives. Epictetus said, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Many men think attraction is built on logic. If I say the right things, she'll like me. But teasing bypasses logic entirely. It connects on instinct. You're not explaining who you are, you're showing her. And what you're showing is that you're unshaken, comfortable, and emotionally free. Here's the deeper psychology. Teasing creates micro-tension, and tension is the root of desire. It's the push and pull that makes her feel alive. But the key is balance. Tease, then ease. Push, then smile. Let her feel the spark, then give her safety in your tone. That's the art, mixing play with steadiness. Seneca once wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence on the future. When you tease, you're pulling her into the present moment. No future worries, no past baggage. Just two people enjoying the spark of now. That's why it works so powerfully, because it reminds her how it feels to feel. So next time she tries to be overly serious, tease her gently. If she tries to test you, smile and flip it into something playful. You'll see it, that flash of surprise, that smile she tries to hide. That's the moment she feels safe enough to drop her guard. Because the man who can make her laugh while staying calm, that's the man she remembers. If you've ever seen that reaction, the look that says, you got to me type, I've felt that. Stay tuned, because next we'll uncover how letting her chase you can completely shift the balance of desire. Number 3. The power of letting her chase. Here's the thing most men can't accept. The more you chase her, the less she feels. The less you chase, the more she thinks. And when she starts thinking about you, that's when attraction begins. Letting her chase isn't about manipulation or playing hard to get. It's about understanding psychology. and respecting your own value. Let's take an example. Michael, 52, a dentist from Seattle, had just started seeing Rebecca, 48, a teacher. Great chemistry at first, long talks, late-night texts, all the signs of something promising. But after a few weeks, her energy changed. Slower replies, more busy excuses. He felt it slipping and panicked. Like most men, his instinct was to do more, call again, send a funny meme, suggest another date. But every time he did, she pulled further away. Then one night he stopped. No message, no follow-up, just silence. He didn't ghost her, he just gave her space. 2 days later, she texted, "Hey stranger, everything okay?" You see what happened. The moment he stopped chasing her, curiosity kicked in. That's not game playing, that's human nature. What's scarce becomes valuable. What's always available becomes invisible. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." And there's deep wisdom in that for men today. When you chase someone who's pulling away, you're acting from fear, not truth. You're saying, "I need your attention to feel secure." But when you hold back, when you let silence speak, you're saying, "I'm at peace with or without you." That truth is powerful and it's magnetic. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. Control isn't about what you can force, it's about what you can release. When you stop chasing, you create emotional space, and in that space, she starts to feel your absence. She starts to remember your calm tone, your steady presence, your unshaken energy. Letting her chase doesn't mean ignoring her. It means matching her effort. If she texts you, respond. If she invests, reciprocate, but never overcompensate. When a woman senses that you need her validation, she instinctively loses respect. When she feels that you're content with yourself, she naturally seeks your approval. Epictetus wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." When you master your emotions, when you stop reacting to her hot and cold energy, you reclaim your power. You stop being a follower in her emotional rhythm and become the pace setter. Michael told me later, "The moment I stopped chasing, she started calling more. I realized she wasn't testing me, she was waiting to feel my steadiness again." That's exactly it. Women don't want men who chase. They want men who lead with calm restraint. Here's the truth. Attraction isn't built through pressure. It's built through polarity. When you give her space, you give her room to miss you. And missing you is the spark of attraction reigniting. So the next time you feel that panic, that urge to double text or over-explain, stop. Breathe. Remind yourself, if she's mine, she'll stay. If she's not, I won't chase what's leaving. Because when you can sit in silence with confidence, you stop being an option and start becoming the standard. If you've ever stepped back and watched her come running back type, I've seen this. Stick around, because next we'll talk about how your dark edge, when controlled, pulls her in stronger than words ever could. Number 4. The dark edge that draws her in. Every man has a dark side, a part of him that's raw, untamed, and dangerous in the best way. But most men hide it. They've been told that women only want softness, sensitivity, and endless kindness. And while those traits matter, they're not what makes her pulse race. What pulls her in is your edge, your controlled darkness, your quiet danger, your ability to walk the line between calm and chaos without losing yourself. This isn't about aggression, it's about presence. A man with a dark edge doesn't need to raise his voice or flex his muscles. He carries a stillness that feels powerful because it's restrained. It's that moment when you look at her and say nothing, yet she feels something shift inside her. That's masculine tension, and it's magnetic. You see, women are naturally drawn to polarity, to the balance of safety and unpredictability. The dark edge provides that. It whispers, "He could lose control, but he won't." That's where trust and desire collide. Because she's not turned on by recklessness, she's turned on by mastery. She's drawn to a man who could destroy but chooses to protect. Seneca said, He who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. That's the secret behind this energy. You're not trying to dominate others, you're mastering your impulses. You don't suppress your aggression, you channel it. You use that same fire that could burn bridges to light her world instead. Here's how it works psychologically. The dark in you represents depth, unpredictability, strength, focus, and danger under control. It reminds her that beneath your calm demeanor lies something primal and alive. When she senses that, when she feels your energy steady but strong, she relaxes because she knows she's with a man who's capable. And capability, when paired with discipline, is irresistible. The mistake weak men make is thinking dark means rude, arrogant, or cruel. That's immaturity. True darkness is self-control wrapped in quiet confidence. It's choosing not to explain yourself, not to react emotionally, not to seek her approval. It's knowing you could fight, but you'd rather not. That balance is what makes her lean closer. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." That's your dark edge, not words, not bravado, but action and presence. The man who doesn't need validation, who moves with purpose, who can stand in silence, that's the man who holds her attention longer than any line or compliment. This energy is rare, and that's why it stands out. In a world full of men who over-explain, overshare, and overcompensate, the man who stays calm, mysterious, and unshaken becomes unforgettable. It's not about being dangerous to others, it's about being dangerous to your own weakness. If you want to go deeper into mastering that balance between calm and chaos, stillness and strength, I invite you to join the Stoic Brotherhood membership. Inside, we break down not just how to understand women, but how to master yourself through daily Stoic practice, emotional control, and grounded masculinity. Because once you understand your own power, you never have to prove it. If you've ever felt that quiet confidence inside you, the one that doesn't need to talk type, I've felt that. Stay tuned, because next we'll talk about the one thing that drives her crazy when you do it: silence, and why it works better than any words you'll ever say. Number 5. The silence that makes her overthink. Let's talk about one of the most powerful weapons a man has: silence. Not the cold, manipulative kind, not the "I'm ignoring you to punish you" kind. I'm talking about calm, intentional silence, the kind that speaks louder than any explanation ever could. The kind that makes her sit with her own thoughts and realize your absence carries weight. Silence creates space, and space creates value. Most men panic in that space. They text again, explain themselves, chase clarity. But every word they add kills the mystery. The truth is, when you stop filling every gap with noise, she starts to fill it with curiosity. Let me give you an example. David, 49, from Chicago, had been seeing Emily, 46, for a few months. Things were good until one day she got distant. Fewer calls, shorter texts, a colder tone. He felt the shift, and like many men, he almost reacted. He wanted to ask, "What's wrong? Did I do something?" But this time he didn't. He let silence do the work. 3 days later, she reached out. "Hey, you've been quiet lately." Translation: she's thinking about him. She's wondering why he didn't react, why he didn't chase. That's the power of silence. It flips the script. When you're calm in distance, she feels the imbalance. Because silence isn't emptiness, it's pressure. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength." Silence is the embodiment of that calm mind. It says, "I'm not reacting, I'm observing, I'm centered." And that's rare. Most people are addicted to reaction. But when you hold still, when you don't try to fix or force, your silence becomes the mirror she can't escape. You see, women think in emotion. When something feels off, they need to understand it. But when you go silent, steady, not cold, it breaks the pattern. It makes her overthink, replay the last moment, analyze what shifted. You're not ghosting her, You're grounding yourself, and that stillness drives curiosity, sometimes even desire. David told me later, "When I stopped talking, she came closer. When I explained less, she wanted to know more." That's the paradox. Silence makes her lean in. But here's the key. It only works when it comes from strength, not fear. If your silence is anxious, she'll feel avoidance. If your silence is peaceful, she'll feel power. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Apply that to relationships. Speak less. Listen to her actions. Let your silence reveal her intentions. If she values you, she'll move closer. If she doesn't, your stillness will expose that faster than any confrontation. Silence also shows emotional discipline, something every Stoic man must master. You're saying, "I don't need to react to be relevant." And that truth disarms her ego. Because the man who doesn't chase, who can sit in silence with peace, is the one she can't easily forget. So next time she pulls away, don't fill the air with panic. Step back. Let the silence work. Because in that quiet, she'll hear something louder than your voice, your self-control. If you've ever gone quiet and watched her come running back type, I've seen this. Stay with me, because next we'll talk about the word that sets boundaries and makes her respect you more than ever before. Number 6. The word that sets your boundary. There's one word that separates the men she respects from the men she forgets. That word is no. Simple, short, but powerful. Most men can't say it, at least not with calm confidence. They say yes to avoid conflict, to keep her happy, to prove they're easygoing. But every time you say yes when you mean no, you trade respect for approval. And once a woman stops respecting you, attraction dies quietly in the background. Boundaries are the backbone of masculine energy. They tell the world and her that your peace has a price and not everyone can afford it. Saying no isn't rejection, it's definition. It defines your standards, your priorities, and your emotional discipline. Stoicism teaches this perfectly. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." That mastery starts with restraint, with knowing when to speak, when to act, and when to hold your line. A strong man doesn't explain his no endlessly. He simply means it, because a boundary that requires constant defense isn't a boundary, it's a plea. Here's the psychology behind it. Women test boundaries not to break them, but to feel them. It's instinctive. She's not looking for dominance, she's looking for direction. When she sees you stand firm without anger, she feels safe. When she sees you fold under pressure, she feels uncertain. Her attraction is built not on your yes, but on your steadiness. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." A good man isn't endlessly agreeable, he's grounded. He knows what aligns with his principles and what doesn't. When you say no calmly and clearly, you're not closing a door, you're showing her you have a life, a mission, and standards that come before her moods. Think about how many men destroy attraction by over-accommodating. They cancel plans, ignore discomfort, and say sure when every cell in their body says no. They think they're being caring, but what they're actually doing is showing a lack of backbone. That kind of man doesn't inspire trust, he inspires control. The Stoics believed in the power of the logos, the rational mind, that governs emotion. When you say no with calm logic instead of frustration, you embody that principle. You're not fighting her energy, you're holding your ground within it. That's true control, not over her but over yourself. Let's be real. A man without boundaries is like a city without walls. Easy to enter, easy to conquer, and impossible to respect. But a man who sets his boundaries calmly doesn't need to threaten or explain. His tone says it all. He doesn't seek her approval, he invites her respect. Seneca once said, "He who does not prevent a crime when he can encourages it." Apply that to your life. If you don't stop disrespect early, you silently encourage it. When you let her cross a line and say nothing, you teach her that your peace is negotiable. But when you say no, once firmly, kindly, you remind her that your presence is earned, not owed. Remember, saying no doesn't make you cold, it makes you clear. And clarity is magnetic. It tells her, this man won't bend for approval. And paradoxically, that's the kind of man she wants to follow. So when the next test comes, when she challenges your time, your patience, or your values, don't argue, don't explain. Just smile, breathe, and say it, no. Because that one word spoken from calm power builds more attraction than 1,000 apologies ever will. If that hit home, type, I want this. Stay tuned, because next we'll uncover the one thing women secretly crave, but can't admit the feeling of being claimed without being controlled. Number 7. The claim she secretly wants. There's something most women will never admit out loud. Deep down, she wants to belong to a man she respects. Not to be owned, not to be controlled, but to feel claimed by a man who leads with calm power. In her world full of uncertainty and endless choices, she's craving one man whose energy feels unshakable. Let me be clear, this isn't about dominance or possession. It's about presence. It's about a man whose actions say, you're with me, and I've got you, without ever needing to raise his voice. A woman doesn't want to lose herself in you. She wants to feel safe enough to trust herself with you. Take Robert, 54, from Denver. After a messy divorce, he met Laura, 50, a business owner, confident, sharp, used to leading. Their first few months were good, but Robert played it too safe. He kept things casual, avoided commitment talk, always acted cool. And while she appreciated his independence, she started pulling away. One night during dinner, she said, "You never say what you want." That hit him. Because the truth was, he wanted her deeply, but he'd been so afraid of coming off needy that he never showed intent. So the next time they met, he looked her in the eyes and said, "You're mine. Not because I own you, but because I choose you." She froze for a second, then smiled. That single sentence changed everything. Why? Because it gave her what she'd been secretly craving, a sense of direction. A man willing to claim what he wanted without fear. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." When you think and move like a man with purpose, you color everything around you, including her emotions. Claiming her isn't about words, it's about consistency. It's the way you show up, protect her peace, and set the tone in the relationship. A woman who feels that kind of masculine clarity doesn't resist it, she relaxes into it. She lets her guard down, not because you force her to, but because your certainty dissolves her doubts. And that's where attraction turns into devotion. But here's what's critical: this kind of claim must come from self-control, not ego. Weak men claim out of fear, "I don't want to lose you." Strong men claim out of clarity, "I know what I want, and I'm willing to lead it." One pushes, the other pulls. Women feel the difference instantly. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly." That includes trust. You earn the right to claim her by proving consistency, not in promises, but in presence. When she sees you can handle her emotions without reacting, her world starts to revolve around your calm. Robert told me later, when I stopped being afraid to show that I wanted her, she stopped testing me. That's the paradox: when you stop trying to prove your worth and start standing in it, she stops running. So when she tests your intent, when she asks, "What are we?" don't dodge, don't joke. Look her in the eye and speak from grounded confidence. Because the man who can claim with calm, without pressure, without fear, gives her what no one else can: peace in surrender. If you've ever seen a woman soften when you finally took the lead, type, "I've seen this." Stay with me, because next we'll explore why unpredictability keeps her hooked long after the chase is over. Number 8. The unpredictability that keeps her hooked. Every man wants to be understood. But here's the truth: When a woman completely figures you out, she stops feeling drawn to you. Attraction needs a little mystery, a sense that she can't quite predict your next move. Not chaos, not games, just enough unpredictability to keep her guessing and wanting more. Predictability kills excitement. When she knows exactly how you'll respond, what you'll say, when you'll text, and how you'll act, you become routine. And routine breeds boredom. But when you move with intention, steady, calm, but not always obvious, she stays alert, engaged, emotionally invested. Now let's be clear. Unpredictability doesn't mean being inconsistent or manipulative. Stoicism teaches us the opposite. Control your emotions, control your actions. The trick is to stay consistent in your values, not in your patterns. The difference is subtle but powerful. You don't change who you are, you change how you express it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." That's the foundation of your unpredictability, inner control, outer freedom. You decide when to reach out, when to engage, when to step back. You're not reacting to her energy, you're creating rhythm from your own. Psychologically, unpredictability keeps the brain chasing reward. The human mind is wired to crave novelty, especially in attraction. When you're calm yet occasionally surprising, maybe you take her to an unexpected place, change the tone of a conversation, or challenge her opinion with logic instead of agreement. It triggers dopamine. She associates that emotional spark with you. Women are emotional thinkers. They don't fall for what you say, they fall for how you make them feel. And the feeling of unpredictability is powerful because it mirrors tension and release anticipation and relief. It keeps her emotionally engaged in the story you're writing together. Seneca said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Many men make the mistake of being too available, always answering, always texting, always accommodating. That doesn't make her feel secure. It makes her feel suffocated. You become predictable, and predictability drains excitement. A Stoic man understands that being absent at times amplifies his presence later. Unpredictability also ties into respect. When you're unpredictable in the right way, calm, measured, intentional, she learns she can't control you emotionally. And that ironically makes her feel safer. Why? Because she knows you move by principle, not by impulse. She knows that your interest is genuine, not needy. That steadiness wrapped in unpredictability creates a paradox. She can't fully understand you yet. She feels grounded around you. Here's how to embody it. Sometimes reach out first, sometimes wait. Sometimes be playful, sometimes serious. Sometimes share a story, sometimes listen quietly. Stay consistent in your essence, but flexible in your expression. Because when she never knows exactly what to expect, she's always thinking about what's next. Epictetus wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." That's how unpredictability should feel. Not reckless, but responsive. You're not random, you're adaptive. You stay composed while shifting tempo. It's the rhythm of masculine calm meeting feminine curiosity. This is why women stay hooked on men who seem a little mysterious, even when they're not the most handsome or wealthy. They exude energy that says, "You can't quite read me, but you can feel me." That's intoxicating. Because unpredictability, when controlled, isn't confusion, it's fascination. So don't be afraid to break your own pattern once in a while. Say no when she expects a yes. End the conversation first. Change plans with confidence. You'll see it, that spark in her eyes, that pause before she smiles. That's curiosity turning into attraction. If you've ever seen that shift, that look that says, "I can't figure you out" type, I've felt that. Stay with me, because next we'll go deeper into the calm control that breaks her ego and makes her finally drop her guard. Number 9. The calm control that breaks her ego. There's a moment in every dynamic, especially with strong, independent women, when she'll test you. Not because she wants to argue, but because she wants to feel your stability. Her ego needs to know that you can't be rattled. And when you pass that test, not by reacting, but by staying calm, something powerful happens. Her defenses begin to fall. Let's be honest, my friend, women live in emotion. They speak through energy, tone, and timing more than words. When a man reacts with anger, defensiveness, or neediness, he tells her she's in control. But when he stays composed, measured, and unfazed, he flips the dynamic. She stops trying to lead and starts trusting his presence. Take Daniel, 47, from New York. He was seeing Melissa, 44, smart, beautiful, quick with words. But every time something got emotional, she'd push his buttons, cancel plans last minute, go quiet for days, make sarcastic comments to see how he'd respond. Most men would have chased, argued, or withdrawn in frustration, but Daniel didn't. One evening when she tried to provoke him again, he simply smiled and said, "You seem upset. Let's talk when you're ready." Then he walked away, calm, respectful, unmoved. That silence hit harder than any argument. The next day she texted first. "I shouldn't have said that. You see, it wasn't his words that broke her ego, it was his control." Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." That's what Daniel understood. You can't control her emotions, her moods, or her reactions, but you can control how you show up. And when you master that, her ego starts to bend toward your steadiness. Psychologically, this is simple. When you stay calm in the face of emotion, you create contrast. She's up here spinning in energy, and you're grounded below, unshaken. That contrast draws her in. It tells her, "He's not here to fight me, he's here to lead me out of the storm." Women respect what they can't easily move. It's primal. They're wired to seek emotional strength, a man who remains centered while she explores her chaos. When you become that anchor, her ego doesn't feel defeated. It feels safe. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." And that's exactly what calm control gives you: freedom from emotional slavery. Most men get trapped in reaction. They mirror her emotions instead of mastering their own. But a Stoic man understands that composure isn't suppression, it's strategy. You're not ignoring her feelings, you're refusing to drown in them. Daniel told me later, "When I stopped reacting, she stopped testing me. She started opening up." That's the secret. Calm breaks ego because ego feeds on reaction. When there's no fuel, it burns itself out. So when she throws the next test, the cold silence, the sharp words, the emotional storm, don't fight back, don't flinch, don't lecture. Just breathe, pause, and let your calm do the talking. Because the man who can hold steady when she's losing balance doesn't lose her respect, he earns her surrender. If you've ever stayed calm and watched the energy shift in your favor type, I've seen this. Stay with me, because next we'll uncover the one thing every woman secretly craves when she finally stops fighting the surrender that turns desire into devotion. Number 10. The surrender that turns desire into devotion. Here's something most men never truly understand. A woman doesn't fall in love because of what you give her. She falls when she feels she can surrender to you. Not her independence, not her power, but her emotional guard. That surrender is what transforms fleeting desire into deep devotion. Now let's be real. Surrender isn't something you can force. You can't demand it, negotiate it, or rush it. It's something you earn through your energy, your leadership, and your consistency. When a woman feels your presence as steady, protective, and grounded, when she knows she can let go without being judged or controlled, that's when surrender happens naturally. This isn't about domination, it's about direction. She doesn't want a man to take her freedom away. She wants a man whose energy gives her freedom from herself, from overthinking, from her fears, from the constant need to be the strong one. When she's around a man who's centered, she finally exhales. Seneca said, He who has learned to master himself is in command of all. That mastery over your emotions, your reactions, your impulses is what earns her trust.